you so much for subscribing. If you are new here, please do well to subscribe to this channel. I'll be very glad you did. So this morning, something came to my mind and I thought I should share. I'm going to be talking about 7 amazing ordinary rules I've given to myself that have helped me manage my finances well. This is not like a proper video, but it came to my mind and I thought I should share. So these are my personal rules. So they have worked for me, and I believe that if there are other people who apply the same rule, it will work for them. So number 1 rule that I've given myself is to have a stable source of income, not waiting upon the Lord. Some people, they choose to sit down and pray every day for provision and pray every day for God to answer them, but they don't have any source of income. And this doesn't have to be a 9-to-5 job or a proper white collar job. Anything that brings you money steadily, at least at the end of the month or at the end of the week, you should be sure that something is entering. So this is what I've made sure of myself. I've made sure that I get something coming in, and that has really helped me. My number 2 rule is to have a strict budget for every of your income. Strict budget, but give room for miscellaneous and enjoyment. I can't stress this enough. Since I started working, I've been doing this and it's been really helpful. For every income, for every salary, for every gift, for everything, I have a budget for a strict budget, something I follow strictly. But I know that during the course of the month or as time goes on, there can be expenses that you do not foresee. That's why you should give room for miscellaneous. Although, like I said, this is not a rule, but these are the rules I've given myself, and it's been working for me. For every money I get, I fixed it to something. I attach it to something I'm going to spend it on. Then I give room for miscellaneous just in case there's an emergency or anything. My number 3 rule is save, if possible, in more than one places. Taking Nigeria as an example, the devaluing of Naira and everything, this might discourage some people not to save, but my dear, save. No matter how little. The money you save will help you in emergencies. No one pray for emergencies, but then it happens that you would need money, and if you don't have anything somewhere for you, you will be stranded, and no one wants to be stranded. So I've been doing this for a while and it has really helped me. I've made sure I save at least 20% of my income. 20%, so that when the rainy days come, you have something to fall back to. My number 4 rule is invest. Now, investment is just like a way of increasing your money. When you invest in something, it grows. Your money grows in investment. So the thing is, we have people who invest but don't save, and we have people who save but don't invest. I would say you should do both, because if you invest, your money grows. And not only that, money put in investment, they don't most of times they don't yield immediately. You have to wait for months, for years for you to get the profits. And if there's an emergency, in a case where you invest and not save, so how do you cope? But if you save only, your money stays there, it does not increase. So I would say you save and invest, because as you have money for emergencies, you also have money that is growing somewhere. Investment is really good. You can invest in a lot of things. You can invest in real estate, you can invest in fashion, you can invest in any industry, but you just need to understand that investment comes with risks. I can't stress this enough. So you must be able to bear the risk of the industry you are investing in. And even it doesn't have to be something very big. You can invest in a business, profit making, just something that increase your income. Yeah. My number 5 rule that has been helping me, and I've been helping those who have introduced this rule too, is don't buy what you cannot afford. Rather save towards it. I know this might not be applicable to people who live in countries where you need to build credit score or anything, but if you have to buy something you cannot afford and you can't wait to save towards it, and you have to, you know, pay bit by bit, you need to be very sure that the amount you are paying every month or the amount you are paying per time is something you can conveniently afford. This is just simply not living above your means. If you cannot afford it, wait till you can afford it, save and buy it. That's just, like I said, it's my rule. It has been working for me. My number 6 rule is do not borrow money unless it is life-threatening and there is no choice. Again, these are my rules. I believe if you're not between the devil and the deep blue sea, you should not borrow, because there is no certainty that you're going to have money to pay. Even if it is sure, you know, it's going to deduct from your next income, if you know what I mean. There are situations where this is inevitable, but it should not be your regular thing. We have people who cannot do but borrow. They get salary this month, the money they borrowed from last month is eating it up, and they're going to borrow into the following month, like that. And the things they borrow for, they are things you don't need, like buying clothes for parties, you know, doing things. All these things just boils down to living within your means. And my last but not the least rule is do not lend money you cannot let go to family and friends. This point, I learned it the hard way, you know, the very hard way. When you borrow family and friends money, you know, borrow them big money and they don't pay, there is nothing you will do. You know, you will be angry, you'll be upset, you might even call them, but if they don't pay, they don't pay. They don't pay, and there is nothing, literally nothing you will do. You will just be the one, you know, you're the one who lent the money out, you're still the one upset, you're still the one affected. So I will say, if you're not able to let go of any amount that you think is too big for you to gift out, don't borrow, especially family and friends, because we will not cry in Jesus' name. I might say you should not borrow people money if you can. No, but I'm just saying, when you borrow family and friends money, just zero your mind. Unless you're borrowing people who, you know, there's a legal representative as a witness and you have papers and everything that is guaranteeing that the person will pay. Now, these are things that have helped me manage my finances. I'm not saying they made me rich. No, but the thing is, these 7 regular rules, they are not big rules, they are not nothing you've had off. But trust me, if you apply these things to your finances, let's say for 3 months, you're definitely going to see changes. If you start doing them and you don't see any change, let me know. Let me know, and we'll look into that. All right, guys, that's the end of my very short video. Thank you so much for watching. If you love it, please give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Like I said, turn on the notification button, please. I'm begging. And see you next time, same space. Bye.